So, there was new Game of Thrones last week, but first, there was also a trailer for Star Wars Episode X.
Yes.
Who does not know what a hrong is, nor why it should choose to collapse on Beetlejuice 7.
Needed this podcast.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know why the fuck you joined.
Well,
Wow. Well, let's start with Star Wars because Ozzy has a vague interest in that.
Yeah. You know the Star Wars, don't you?
You have more of an interest in Star Wars than you do Game of Thrones. Let's put it that
that's
way.
the one with Spock, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
Spock, and he flies about in a blue box.
It's the one where Gandalf says, with great power comes great responsibility.
Okay.
So, Star Wars X.
Yes. Where should we start?
The title.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. Interesting title.
So, yes, that's exactly what I wrote down in my notes.
What interesting title?
Interesting title, and then dash, which one?
Interesting in a good way or interesting in a bad way?
Well, it's hard to say because, like, at the moment there is only canonically one Skywalker technically still left alive.
Yes.
Leia.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really known deep on the most recent.
Because
Unless you
Kylo
count
is
Kylo
a
Ren.
solo.
But he does have the blood of Skywalker via Leia.
Well, maybe he should give it back then. It's rude.
So yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I do like that they're apparently going to the wreckage of one of the Death Star,
Yes.
which is awesome
That's
because
gonna be good.
that was the original plan for Episode 7 when Lucas was going to make it.
Really?
Was of whatever their names were, like Kieran and Jemima going to the Death Star and
Do you mean Jason and Janina?
something like that, and
Son and
finding
sons.
spooky
So son and daughter.
spooky Palpatine ghosts, which yeah.
So yeah, spoiler alert, right at the end of the trailer we hear Palpatine's laugh.
Yes,
Okay.
which is awesome.
He's a
Which is-
character I recognise.
Which is thrown everybody into going, what the actual fuck?
He's going to be a spooky ghost, isn't he? Like Marka Ragnos haunting his tomb. Because
Wow, that's a reference I actually understand.
that's what Siths do.
I'm amazed you made that reference, actually.
Spooky. I know a lot. I know a lot of shit about Star Wars just because I haven't watched all the series. 'Cause
That
I've
was a
got
reference
other things to
from
do.
Dark Forces 4, Jedi Outcast 3, no, Jedi Outcast 2, Jedi Academy. Yeah, it's from that game, which is why I'm amazed you made the reference.
But they're all doing it, aren't they? They all haunt their tombs. I'm pretty sure Naga Sadao haunts his tomb. The other one, the other Sith, he haunts his tomb.
I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone with force powers seem to come back in some kind of ghostly fashion.
Well, so
Yeah,
far canonically, only light side users can do it.
Okay.
But Sith can be spooky ghosts. So that's what that's the canon word for it, by the way.
Yeah, it's like no eggs are canon in this universe.
So Darth Vader's spooky ghost haunts his helmet, which is why Kylo Ren communes with it. Not Anakin Skywalker's spooky ghost, because he doesn't have a spooky ghost because he's a proper Jedi now, but the essence of Darth Vader is still spooky and a ghost.
Like he's the good and evil split the day he saved his son, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You became more machine now than man.
Well, he became more man now than machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was.
It's reversible.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Got to
glad.
reverse the polarity.
Yeah, I'm glad they explained that in canon though, because I did kind of wonder surely Anakin would just show up to Kylo Ren and say, "Mate, what are you doing?" I stopped that, but I guess if the spookiness,
Either that or his force ghost just deteriorated.
yeah, like Miss Evangelista.
Yeah.
Where's the kind lady?
That was a
The only
reference I
ghost-
got.
The only ghost we see in the sequel trilogy is of Yoda, canonically one of the most powerful Force users ever to exist.
True. Mace Windu was also one of the most powerful Jedi ever to exist, and we haven't seen his ghost, which can only mean that he's still alive somewhere. And I could.
The thing is, he practiced the Vapad form of lightsaber combat, which meant he channeled the dark side in order to get most of his power, which is probably why he didn't get a Force Ghost, because he was teetering on the edge of the dark side.
All I'm saying is when they go into the Death Star and they find Palpatine's spooky ghost, Mace Windu's gonna show up and say, "I thought I figured you are," whatever however he talks.
Then again, they may even tie it into something from Rebels.
They could do.
Because in Rebels, for those who don't know, which I'm assuming is Aussie, they had...
And is it the cartoon one?
The CG one, yeah.
That much I know.
So towards the end of the season,
Yeah.
towards the end of the series, actually, in season 4, they encountered this place inside a Jedi temple that was basically a time nexus. So they could go from one point to anywhere else, really. So, this is set before episode 4, but they heard stuff from prequel trilogy, and they heard, like, Kylo Ren talking, so it's like, ooh, they can... Yeah, a time-based hub world.
Yeah.
And they used it to save Ahsoka from her death, which means she's still alive post Return of the Jedi, which I'm really happy about because I love Ahsoka. But it could be possible that Palpatine found a way to use that and then teleported himself from death to forward.
Yeah, from death to forwards. Yeah.
Because don't forget, Palpatine's bloody powerful as well, so who's to say he wasn't force projecting himself onto the Death Star? Why would he go somewhere that he knew that they were going to attack?
I didn't even think of that. That's a great shout.
So at the end of Last Jedi, Luke force projects himself from halfway across the universe to show down with the First Order. Galaxy. But what if Palpatine was doing the same at the end of episode 6?
Force project is like making a copy across.
Yeah, projecting yourself.
Okay, yeah. I kind of figured.
So
I just thought I'd double check.
Yeah, who's to say Palpatine wasn't doing that?
Hello, Christian here from the future. So, I love this theory, but there are a few inconsistencies with it. For example, how is it that Darth Vader manages to pick Palpatine up and throw him down the bottomless pit, which is definitely bottomless and goes on forever, when Kylo Ren wasn't able to harm Luke with his lightsaber? It could be that maybe lightsabers go through projections, but robotic evil dad hands are able to touch them. I don't really know, but nevertheless, I love the theory. I hope that is the case because it's a great theory, and I also love it. And it's a theory. It's a great theory, and I love the theory. Anyway, let's get back to it because I've gone mad again.
Because despite how arrogant he is, he's a very powerful Force user, so he would have been able to see into the future, like what the Jedi canonically can do, and then would be able to see, like, just as I have predicted. You know, why would he not predict or see that the Death Star was going to get destroyed, and why would he send himself to a place that he knows is going to get destroyed?
Good point.
Fucking solved it.
I mean, I was happy with Spooky Palpatine Ghost, but now I'm hoping for that, and now I'm just going to be disappointed when the film comes out, so thanks a lot.
Well, you can't be any more disappointed than The Last Jedi.
No, I can't. At least I fucking hope not.
That film gets a lot of flack. I like The Last Jedi.
The only Star Wars film I liked less the second time I saw it. Anyway.
Wait, you mean you've seen Solo more than once?
Yeah, I saw it on the plane when I was on holiday.
Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed Solo.
I really liked it. It's my second favourite Star Wars film, I'd say.
Really?
Yep, behind Rogue One.
Ooh, interesting.
Anyway, Star Wars X.
Yes.
Spaceships, TIE Interceptor, and A-Wings.
We already had A-Wings in episode 8 at the beginning of the battle, and it doesn't really look like an Interceptor. It looks more like a modified TIE Silencer. Trust me, I'm just as disappointed as you are.
Okay, but what I'm really disappointed about is there's no Y-wings and there's no B-wings. Crucially, there's no B-wings. Why? Why no love for B-wings, Lucasfilm? Give me that B-wing.
Because Project Shantipole was an experiment.
Your face is.
Sorry,
an experiment.
I am bringing out deep lore here, aren't I? Fucking hell. But interestingly, I'm presuming you're referring to the ship that has like 2 thrusters on the back of it that we see flying down towards the planet.
Yeah.
That's the same ship from episode 7 that drops off Rey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you look at the thruster alignment and like the general shape of the ship, it's not an A-wing, it's like some sort of transport. And it's the same, it's pretty much the same design as the one they use in episode 7.
Huh. I'm not seeing it.
Can you tell I'm a bit of a big Star Wars fan?
No, it doesn't show at all.
Only the people who are new to this podcast. Everyone else knew it about 50 episodes ago.
True, when we did my favourite games.
I mean, it doesn't. If it was just you and Ozzy, it would show a bit more than when you've got someone else quoting about Marco Ragnos and etc.
Yeah, true. Man, I really want to play through Jedi Academy again. I'm going to install that. Jedi Academy.
I don't know which one you mean.
Sorry, Dark Forces 4, Jedi Outcast 2, 3, Jedi Academy.
M. Night
I swear
Shyamalan.
every sci-fi game had an Academy version back in the day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Very probably.
Even
yeah.
Harry Potter.
Wasn't there a Starfleet Academy game?
It does ring a bell.
Yeah.
I do just want to say one more thing, which is Lando Calrissian.
Yes! Good old Lando's back. The only other black...
Original Lando actor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair play.
One of 3 black people in the Star Wars
To be honest,
universe.
he looks exactly the same. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to... I can't... Something D. Williams?
Billy D. Williams.
Billy,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
The D stands for D.
He was originally going to be Two-Face when Tim Burton was doing Batman films.
Ah,
Yes, he was.
That's interesting.
When Tim Burton left, they replaced him with Kay from Men in Black.
Yes.
Tommy...
Tommy.
Tommy Lee Jones,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be something E something.
Yeah, Rip Torn
Billy,
was Zed,
Tommy.
wasn't he?
Yeah, Billy and Tommy, D and Lee, and then Jones and Williams. Do you think?
Jones and
They're the
Williams
same
are the
person.
last. Jones and Williams are both last names of Doctor Who companions.
That's true. I was thinking they're quite generic.
Oh, okay.
Also, a fun fact about names.
Oh,
Oh, no.
The entirety of the Red Dwarf cast have first names.
they do.
Craig, Charles,
Well, yeah, they have that.
Chris,
Right.
Barry,
Yeah. Okay.
Robert, Llewellyn.
Oh, their last names are also
First names, yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, John, Jules.
I
They're
don't-
all first names.
I don't know if you noticed this, Richard, but what you said was all the cast have first names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't say anything
Something that
about
I
their
realised
last names.
as I was saying it, so I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to run with it. Yeah, I didn't really think of that, did I?
I thought they were just like Palpatine.
And then I was
Plagueis.
there thinking of the
his name is actually Sheev.
characters.
See, in the book Darth Plagueis, he calls himself just Palpatine, like Cher or Ringo.
Madonna.
Madonna, that's the one, yeah. Or Lady Gaga, which is one
No,
word.
that's two.
It's one word. So yeah, there we are. So that was my list. Interesting title: Tide Deceptor, Lando, A-Wings, Endor, Palp.
Yeah, because it actually looks like it's going to be actually Endor, not the forest moon of Endor.
Oh.
Endor's a gas giant, isn't it?
I don't think so. No, that's Yavin.
Oh, okay. Time passes.
Oh, it is a gas giant.
I just assumed that not the whole forest moon was covered in forest.
I mean,
The other
technically?
option is that they're on Yavin 4 and it's the first Death Star, in which case no Palpatine. But the way that the teaser trailer was structured seemed to suggest that it was the second Death Star.
True.
But yeah, no, I mentioned about the plans about them going to the sunken Death Star in Episode 7. But before that, George Lucas's original plan had the new protagonists of the trilogy meeting the Emperor for the first time in Episode 9. So there's a bit of synergy there. You know, it's like poetry; it rhymes.
Oh, for God's sake.
So Palpatine created Anakin. That's canon. Did he also create either Rey or Kylo Ren, or have a hand in their creation? So was he whispering sweet nothings into Ben Solo's ear to make him evil? And given that Rey is all dark side, could he have had something to do with that as well? She is all dark side.
What do you mean she's all dark side?
The whole point of Episode 8 was that Kylo Ren was a dark side one who was struggling to stop himself turning to the light, and Rey was a light side one who was inching towards the dark side.
Right. And then at the end, Kylo re-embraced his dark sideness, while Rey sort of balanced the two and became a grey Jedi.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. You can tell I enjoyed that film, can't you? So there you are. That was that, yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it. We've got a long wait now. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Wheat months.
Wheat?
8 months.
Oh, that's no time at all.
2/3 of a year. Yeah.
Now is no time for crying. In fact, now is no time at all. Turns hand.
I don't get that
That
reference.
was Infinity War reference.
Okay.
To segue into talking about Avengers Endgame.
Oh, I don't really care about that.
Have you ever noticed how there's very few things all three of us like, but there's a lot of stuff that two of us like?
We've had this conversation at least 3 times.
Have you noticed that we seem to have conversations more than once?
Yes.
And that we repeat our jokes
You said that
over
last
and over
week.
again.
So, like, what is the trifecta for us, Pokemon?
I think Pokemon's a good shout, yeah.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like this should be a third trifecta.
Yeah, there should.
They're the only two I
It's
can
like
think.
Pokemon's your thing, Christian. Like, you are the biggest into Pokemon out of the 3 of us. Also, you're the biggest into Doctor Who out of the 3 of us. What about me?
I mean, we all technically like Star Trek,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, there we go. That works.
yeah,
I'm the Star Trek nerd.
Rich would probably be the one that knows the most about it. Yeah.
Oh, speaking
Yep.
of Star Trek, I'm up to episode 3 of the Dalek Invasion of Earth on my Doctor Who watch through.
No, that one's really long. I mean, that one.
Do you know what?
I just love how that segues into that. For people who haven't listened to it beforehand, that made no fucking sense.
Didn't make any sense to anyone. I've seen Dalek Invasion of Earth before because I had the DVD already. I've got to say, out of all the previous ones I've been watching, I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes a lot more than some of the other ones. So I'm interested to see how I feel
have you only
by
watched
episode
the
5. Yeah, only
Okay.
first 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it being very long, but I haven't watched it as of yet since I was young.
Right.
So I'll get back to you when I eventually get. That'll be the one that I finish William Hartnell on for the moment before I move to another Doctor.
Yes.
Well, before I move to another Doctor, we'll do the Cushion films, but then I'll move to another Doctor.
So what? If I'm just looking at my wall of ball, we had the Reign of Terror. That's right. So I finished the Sensorites. That was boring.
Yeah.
The Reign of Terror was okay. It was too long again.
Okay, don't give me too much information on these ones, but
Yeah.
give me a general what you thought.
Planet of Giants. That was only a little 3-episoder. Again,
I've got that ready, but I'm not on there yet.
I felt like that dragged. There's a theme. But interestingly, that one was written as a 4-parter. And
it
they
got squished.
Yeah, they combined the last 2 into. They edited 2 episodes into 1 episode, and it didn't feel rushed at all to me. So I think that speaks volumes. Then Dalek Invasion of Earth, which is going. Yeah, it's progressing really well so far. There hasn't been any. There hasn't been any downtime. Like, there's never been a bit where I've been like, "Come on, get on with the story." Then everything's progressed the plot in one way or another. So let's see how it continues.
You've obviously seen it before, so you know how it ends.
Yeah.
Spoilers, Susan leaves.
Oh! Let's hope no one's watching along at home.
I said spoilers.
Oh, that's true. And you gave them plenty of time to stop listening.
Yeah. that's Second's enough.
Yep.
If you can't pause a video in a second, then what's the point of a spacebar?
This is true.
So that's that.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. So I've been busy.
Execute me.
Oh,
I mean,
Order
what?
66. I've been busy. I've been busy shifting everything around in my bedroom because I thought, hang on a minute, I could put that.
You've had a week off, haven't you?
Yeah. I thought I could put that there. So I've got to take all the books off the shelves, take all the drawers out of the chest of drawers, move everything around, put it all back, and then after a day of it being like it, I realised I hated it. So I had to do it all again today.
All right.
But yeah, I've also discovered one of my mum's patented tidying techniques, which is stack everything up in a cupboard and forget about it.
Yep, can confirm. Works.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've got that. It's the Monica Geller way.
Yeah, exactly. Game of Thrones is back.
Yes, Throne of Games.
And the question on everybody's lips is, why isn't Jamie's hair blonde anymore?
Okay, do you want the Watson or the Doyle explanation?
Both. At the same time.
Okay, Watsonian is the stuff in the air that's made his hair change, or it got gently dyed over time with all the dirt in his hair or something like that. The Doyleist explanation is that the shots of him being blonde were taken from the pilot, which they half reshot.
I did hear a fun little fact about Game of Thrones, actually.
Oh yeah.
None of the main characters are allowed to wear hats. Not only in shot, but outside of filming as well, because it'll mess up the hair before they do the next take.
Makes sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That must be a common thing, though, surely.
Yeah, especially with the wonderful flowing locks of Jon Snow.
Well, this is the only time I've heard of it, but yeah. I'll have to...
I've never actually seen any of them wearing hats. Does anyone in Game of Thrones wear a hat? It's a
sometimes
conspiracy.
you might see background characters wearing hats.
Yeah.
Never anyone main and in the foreground.
Yeah, none of the main characters are allowed to wear hats or helmets that you can see their faces and identify them and empathize with them. That's the rule of cinema.
Was it just me, or was the first episode very sort of memeable?
It's probably not just you, but it wasn't me.
No, because, like, Bran sitting around, fucking Drogon's face, the elephant.
I did like Bran just telling him to shut up. We don't have time for this.
The wall has fallen. Everyone's just like, okay. Somebody listed all the parallels from this episode to the very first episode.
Oh yeah, I did notice
There's like
the same.
A kid running around looking for an approaching army.
I did notice
they
played the same music as well.
Yep,
which is meant to be like the Iron Throne Baratheon music, and I was like, why are you playing that? But that makes sense. Yeah. Someone doesn't understand what leitmotifs are.
No, I enjoyed it.
Yes. No, I
also
like that parallel.
how
I never noticed that.
Overall, not a lot really happened.
No, it didn't. I noticed that too, because but I can live with that. It's like they need to bring everyone together for the big finale, don't they?
Yeah. The D&D session has started its final set.
I'll be disappointed if the second episode is like it as well, but something tells me it won't be because everyone's in the same place now.
Episode 3 is called The Battle of Winterfell, so I feel like this is going to be a lot of setup.
Oh, it was interesting how there was a new intro. That was interesting. Number one,
yes,
but also
coming down
interesting
from the north.
Was was it Last Hearth? I can't remember. Was one of the locations. So if episode 3 is Battle of Winterfell, presumably episode 2 will be Last Hearth,
which is where we were at the end.
What happened at the end?
Where Tormund and Dolores Ed meet up. That was Last Hearth.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe that was, but then you said that was the end, and I was like, shit, was that at the end or not? Okay.
Yeah, because that's where the little kid was sent off to bring the Umbers from.
Yeah. I'm hoping, nay praying, that the Golden Company switch sides at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's what mercenaries do.
Yeah.
At least in Game of Thrones.
Because remember what Tyrion said? Whatever they're paying you, I'll double it.
That's true, and he said it like that too.
Yep.
Whatever they're paying you, I'll double it. His accent's got worse and worse.
Yeah. Quite weird listening to him in like X-Men Days of Future Past. Or hearing his proper American accent.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's not right, yet somehow it's better.
So yeah, that's literally all I wrote down. Please tell me the Golden Company switch sides and why isn't Jamie blonde anymore? That's all I took from that episode.
And how many keys do the Doctor and Arbitan search for in the Keys of Marinus?
4.
I can't remember, actually. I only watched it a couple of weeks ago.
Was it 5? Please tell me it's 4.
I think it's 5, but I'm going to double check. I believe it's 5. That's the first thing that popped to my head.
I suppose that would make sense. 2 for each side and then 1 for the middle. That's generally how these old architects work.
I just remember the the little globe they had pentagon sides, so that made me think of 5.
Oh.
Oh?
It's kind of a trick question.
Oh?
There are no keys.
No, Rich technically got it right. 4.
Oh, did I?
Because Arbitan already had the 5th.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, so they searched for 4.
Yeah.
Check me out, knowledging it up.
That was definitely your in-depth knowledge of First Doctor stories.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously. Duh.
So, what else has everyone been up to? Guys?
Working, mainly.
Oh, yeah. Have you had your second interview?
Oh, with Game?
Yes.
Yeah, I had it, didn't get it.
Oh. Shame.
No discount
Ding,
on
ding.
Sword and Shield.
Yes, unfortunately. But, oh well, I didn't lose anything by going.
Nope. Except your dignity.
Oh, Detective Pikachu is out on the 10th of May.
The 10th
Yeah, a
of
couple
May.
of days after my birthday.
That's right. I remember.
Should we do a group viewing?
Have we? We've had this conversation.
Have you ever noticed that we say the same things again and again on this podcast?
And then we repeat our jokes.
You've said that already.
My God.
Oh, have I? Yeah.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? There's a Playmobil movie?
It's a spin-off from Lego Movie.
Oh, that's hilarious. They're like, we could do it too.
Oh my god.
When Charlie is sucked into the magical world of Playmobil, his older sister Marla must leave her highly organised life and go on the journey of a lifetime to bring him home safe. But not everyone in this strange new world is friendly, ...
The Legos are here to fight back.
That's that's hilariously pathetic.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot that was a thing.
It's French.
Oh,
It's an English language French live action stroke computer animated comedy film based on the German building toy Playmobil. And it's
Released in English.
It's Lino De Silva's directorial debut.
Well, he ain't gonna do much, is he? God, I forgot they were doing the Sonic the Hedgehog
He
movie.
was head of animation on Frozen and Tangled.
Oh, okay then.
Screenplay by people who don't have Wikipedia
just because he
pages.
can animate doesn't mean he can direct.
Yeah, true.
So, do you ever see, like, the title of a film or, like, the poster for a film and just know it's going to be absolute dog shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've just seen one called The Queen's Corgi.
Oh, I bet they do the thing
The
where...
tagline is Dog Save the Queen.
Okay.
Credit where it's
Best
due.
tagline ever. Yeah.
Meet Rex, the Queen's favourite corgi. He rules the roost in Buckingham Palace, but his life is about to turn upside down when he becomes separated from his mistress.
Can I just...
Hello.
Can I just... two things. Number one, when you told us the tagline, was that the reaction you expected?
I mean, I don't know what the reaction I was expecting was, but...
Did you think Dog Save the Queen was a good tagline or a bad tagline?
I don't know, I just thought it was a tagline.
We're very punny guys here.
Yeah. And that's such a bad pun. It's not even a pun, it's an anagram. I love it.
Is it even an anagram when the word isn't muddled up but just flipped backwards?
Yeah. Reverse-agram.
God.
Oh, man.
Isn't that just someone who's like a strippergram but in reverse?
Yeah, they turn up naked and put all their clothes on.
Yeah, and put their clothes on.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, with the Queen's Corgi, I was going to say, I bet they... the dog talks, but they do the thing where it stays still and the mouth moves like a human mouth.
It's CG.
Oh, it's all CG.
Okay.
Oh, all right then. Okay, I'll let him off.
That's actually better than what we were thinking.
Yeah. Does the Queen appear in it? Does it say?
I don't know, but I was watching the trailer. Literally, the first shot we see of the dog is him pulling his ass along the carpet. This is going to be a fucking masterpiece.
The Queen.
Special guest star Queen.
Yes, you.
Elizabeth
Oh my fucking god! You see the Queen, and you see like Prince Charles.
Oh, it's CG though, isn't it? No, of course. No, I was thinking it was live action and it was the Queen playing the Queen. Or the Queen played by Camilla.
But yeah, that's going to be a piece of shit, and I'm probably going to watch it and subtly enjoy it.
So on that bombshell...
Wagging its way into cinemas 2019.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, Jack Whitehall.
That's not as good as Dog Save the Queen. I can't even say it.
Dog Save the Queen. There you go, that's the tagline for the episode.
Yep.
Oh.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. So thanks
Is
for
it
watching.
though?
It is. It is though.
Is it the?
It is though.
Oh, it is. Is it?
It is. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is it?
It is.
It is, though.
Is it?
Yes. No.
No. Yes.
Yes, it is time to end. So if you've enjoyed any of that, your task, as always, is to tell at least one person about the podcast who hasn't already heard it.
Jingle some of the bits below.
Yeah, and if they have heard it and they didn't like it, tell them to listen to it again.
And tell us why by leaving a comment down below.
I don't give a shit. If the people don't like it, it's their problem, not ours. So, yep. And what was it? Read the bean, subscreen, lean, and commune.
And comment down below.
Commune, dean, beleen.
Because you're a sex machine.
Exactly. And that's why we do this for you, so we can get into your ears, the sexual organ.
Oh, and click the bean.
Read the bean.
Clean the bean. Clean the bean.
Read the bean. You don't clean, urine.
Oh, sorry.
Urine.
Sorry, you read the bean.
Better than
Click
rimming the
subscreen.
bean.
Yes. I think it's probably just end it there.